small yellow pouch. Seal the bag with a white paper seal. If seal is not in your police scanner envelope, get one from any ED table. Both scanner inspectors sign the seal.
Stop there. Now, when you hit close poll, a receipt is going to start to print out. It's going to be one long receipt. However, it's two attached to that one long. I'm going to explain that in a few minutes. While the receipt is printing out, the screen is going to tell you it's safe to remove media, PMD media, which is the flash drive. Okay? Now, are you good? Okay. It's going to tell you to remove it. So I'm going to remove my PMD. I'm going to put the cap on it. I'm going to take my pink Ziploc bag, that's part of my supply, insert the PMD inside the pink Ziploc bag. I'm going to take the paper seal. My bipartisan eye, I'm going to sign it with the EDAD. So far, so good? Yeah. It's going to look just like this. I'm going to then take my PMD with my pink Ziploc bag and paper seal and insert it into my yellow pouch, like this. So far, so good? I'm going to then close it, but I'm not going to lock it. The coordinator is going to walk around with your yellow bag. If there's 3 scanners, there's going to be 3 yellow pouches. The coordinator then is going to go ahead and do the paperwork for that. You're done. Once that PMD is out of your sight, you're good to go. There's no rushing then, because now it's step by step. Now, it's telling me this voting device has been successfully closed. Now, you see how the print is going to print out. It's going to be longer than this. Remember, this is training. Now, how many tapes are going to be printed out? 2. The first one at the end of the tape is going to say end of report. You're going to take that receipt, that tape, and place an A on the top. And how many signatures at the bottom? 2. And we're going to place it results for ED table, like so. You see that? A, B, and C already placed there underneath the sign. So far, so good. The second receipt, you're going to remove it, scan the letter on top. How many signatures at the bottom? 2. You're going to place that receipt, which is for the poll watchers, receipt number 2, and you're going to place it underneath the poll watchers guide. Example. So I'm going to go over it. The first receipt, how do you know where to cut it? It's going to say end of report. That first, don't write this down. It's in your book. I'm telling you. In fact, turn that page 71 and just fold it at the corner. Just fold that page. Just fold that page. Now stay with me, guys. Fold that page. Receipt number 1 is going to give you a breakdown of all the ballots that came out of each table. This is why the people at the table, the inspectors at the table, that's why their job is going to be easy, because now they can go to that first receipt and look for their style number, which I'm going to talk about in a few. Look for their style number representing that table and get the results of these receipts. And I'm going to go through that in a few. So the first receipt, it says it's going to be broken down. It says say ballot count per party. The second receipt is for the poll watchers. By the way, are both tapes all the same? No. One is going to give you a breakdown of the ballot. The other one is going to give you it's for the poll watchers. Make sense? Okay. Keep reading. Nobody's reading.
Put the Ziploc bag into the small yellow scanner pouch, which already contains the configuration and 0 report tape from the morning. Take the scanner booklet and a small yellow pouch along with the yellow 2-pronged seal from the scanner police envelope to the coordinator. Note, if scanner will have 2 yellow 2-pronged seals, the coordinator will check the contents and mark the scanner receipt in the booklet. Take the booklet back to the scanner.
Keep going.
The scanner will print 2 results report tapes. Separate the tapes where you see stars. Label both tapes with the identifying scanner letter from the front of the scanner. Both inspectors must sign both results report tape. Results report tape number 1. This is the only tape showing style numbers needed by the ED inspector to complete the return of canvas. Post this first tape closest to the ED table. This tape is also the one the coordinator will attach to the return of canvas forms from the ED tables. Results report tape 2. Post this tape on the wall under the do not tamper sign. This tape is for the poll watchers. It is also the tape the coordinator will remove later and return in the second results tape envelope.
Sound familiar?
Yes.
Did you fold that page?
Yes.
Your first receipt is for the people at the table, the inspectors. That's how they're going to do their return of canvas. Ballot counts per party. The second receipt is placed underneath the poll watchers. Poll watchers died. Are both receipts the same?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close up. Once I'm finished with the top, once the receipt's on the wall, I'm going to go ahead and close my screen using the barrel key. I'm going to close the top lid. I'm going to take my red seal for the top lid and place it right on there. I'm going to go to the bottom, open it up, and remove my ballot bin. I'm going to lift it slightly like this. Make sure it's in its crease. Close it up. I'm going to close one side, my bipartisan is going to close the other. Place it on the floor, handle up. Take my red, put the red on there, push it to the side. Take my door, take my last red, now remember, the reason why you see this open this way is because I need my seals for the rest of the day. However, it must be folded, inserted into that little hole, and folded right up. Okay? You guys see that? Just place it into the little hole here, and then just, okay? Now, I used all my reds. I had 4. I got 1 red, 2, 3, 4, just like so. I'm going to then unplug the back of my scanner. I'm going to plug the back of my scanner. I'm going to fold my cord, nice and neat. The plastic that it came with, remember that plastic? I'm going to then put the plastic right over it and push my scanner to the side. I'm going to take my extension cord, wrap it up, put it in my lowest ED. My scanner booklet, put it to the side. I'm going to take my envelope with my keys inside. Inside the envelope, you should have 3 greens, 3 yellows, the emergency number, the security code, don't forget that, right, in your seals report, along with your keys. Scanner booklet as well. That's going to be the second pickup. So the first pickup was that yellow pouch with the P&D inside a pink Ziploc bag with the morning receipt, the configuration and the 0, right? The second pickup is the blue bin for each scanner. There's 3 of these. Envelope, scanner booklet. That's up. Does anyone have any question on opening and closing the scanner? Anyone have any questions? Because if you do not, I'm going to take about 2-3 minutes. You guys just stretch out because I have to do the table, open and close, which we're going to go smooth right through. All right? So if you don't have any questions, you guys can take about a couple of minutes, because once I get to the table, I'm going to go right through. Are we good? All right, so take about 2-3 minutes. You want to just get up and stretch out, maybe have a quick glass of water or something.
Today is time? What's today?
Okay, thanks a lot. Then, no. Excuse me. Not me.
You have to move it over where it's not in the way or somebody can trip on it. Okay? Thank you. Over by the phone would be perfect, yeah. Now your personal stuff, can you take it a little further back? Now that personal stuff that you have on there, that's personal.
Yes.
We're not here to watch that. So you're taking a chance leaving it. Just let you know. This is what I'm saying. I just didn't want nobody to trip over it.
You don't have no cup?
Cups right here.
Oh, right there. I'm looking for it.
Can't put them up there because they knock them down. When they knock them down, they all over the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got to go get there when it's available. Sure that come out of this one. What a blessing. Hey. What happened? Oh, yeah. Tomorrow. No. It's 19th. Or Wednesday. the way I'm hearing from you, I turn to the and that is a thing like this. So it can be during the day. We don't know if it's going to have the outdoor. I really don't know, but they probably why I'm it's going good. That's just how I'm feeling. All right. You can't put them over there because they knock them down and they're all over the floor.
Thank you, sure. Appreciate it. And I drink water and then I gotta go to the bathroom. Please.
Right.
But I gotta do what I gotta do. Thank you, sure.
Espérese, yo lo voy
Oh man, come on, fucking making me fucking sick.
Okay, I got it.
Fucking dumb motherfuckers.
I think most pretty good.
Excuse me?
I think most pretty good.
All right, guys.
No.
So,
There was no cuz out there when I went.
all right, guys. So, let's go to page 24. Now, we just went over the opening and closing of the BMD. Right? So we already know if that's our job that morning, that's what we do. How we open it and how we close it. We all know that the BMD is what? It's a marking device inside a voting device. Right? How many people in the wall? 5 people. The rug goes where? Absolutely. Where do we find our BMD supplies? Inside the BMD. That's right. We did the scanners. We know that our scanner supplies come from what? The lowest ED, right? We know that the scanner, when at 5 o'clock in the morning, what color seals you're going to see? Green. Where do we get our security code from? Inside the police envelope, right? Each scanner has their own security code, am I right? All right. Inside that yellow pouch, at the end of the night, goes what? You have the receipt, the configuration, and the 0 inside the yellow pouch, correct? Yes. Also, you have the PMD inside the Ziploc bag with the paper seal, right? So those 2 items in the yellow pouch, configuration 0, and PMD inside the pink Ziploc bag, correct? How many feet from the wall are scanners? 5. And the inspectors, how many feet from the scanners? 5. How many inspectors? 2. Right. How many inspectors? 2. All right. All right. So now let's go ahead and do table inspections. Okay. Now page 24. Page 24 gives you a breakdown and opening of the table. Now, of course, 1 through 6, we have to arrive at 5 in the morning, correct? We get our responsibility, our envelope, which I like to call responsibility, our envelope from who? From the coordinator, right? Receive the ED police envelope from the coordinator. Verify the location and identity of the supply card. So that way we're on the same page. I'm going to show you exactly. Receive the envelope, of course, from the coordinator. Verify the location and identity of the supply card. So you're going to take what the information you have in front of your supply envelope, your police envelope, and confirm which is the supply card before you open it up. Now, what color seal should I have in front of my supply card? That is right, green. Green seal. Verify the contents of the inside the police envelope, which is this. What do we have in here? We have the keys, right? We have the emergency number, and one red seal, right? Because if we have one in the morning, green, we have to close up at night, at red. That's right. Next, verify the identity and integrity of the green front door seal, which is obvious, right? We want to be able to come to our supply card and make sure that that green seal hasn't been tampered with. If it's ripped off a little bit, it might have been, a lot of the times when they put the equipment on inside the trucks, sometimes they rub against each other, sometimes they break. The only thing you have to do as inspectors is let the coordinator know. So far, so good? Should I move on? Okay. Now, let's go to page 26. Page 26 is asking you to verify the contents of supply card. Verify the contents of the ED supply envelope and grade transport bag. Mike, do you have a grade transport bag? You do, right? I got it. This is your ED supply envelope. The envelope, the contents inside this envelope, some of the contents in here are going on top of your table. I'm going to tell you what page to look at so that you know how your table is going to look once you remove the item. Page 30 is going to give you that breakdown. When I get there, I'm going to show you. The grade transport bag, of course, the grade transport bag has, I don't want anybody writing anything. The pages are in there. I'm going to show you what is the grade transport bag. It's in there. I'm just giving you a breakdown. We're opening up the table. Just the beginning. The grade transport bag has the voter registration list. Also, it has a street locator, right, and your return to campus. 2 copies. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay. In fact, if you look at page 26, I want you guys to fold that page, 26, in the corner at the top. It even tells you, one, what's in the envelope. I'm not going to go through it. You guys continue both. Okay, guys? I'm not going to tell you what's in the grade transport bag because it's on page 26. Am I right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to page. Let's go to page 28, please. Page 28. I want someone to read 10, 11, and 12 to me, please. Somebody read that out loud. I know somebody over here had a nice, strong voice. My friend over there.
Lay the items for your table out on the table or card according to the diagrams and these procedures. Only one pad of ballots is unwrapped and placed on the table at a time. Beginning with stub number 1. Leave other pads wrapped in the card out of reach of the public. Note, in a primary election, you will put 1 pad of each party on the table beginning with stub number 1. Do you have the right ballot style? Style number is on the back of the ballot in the lower right corner above the list of ED and AD. If wrong, tell the coordinator, compare to sample ballot poster and affidavit ballot. All should match.
Keep going.
Okay, you ready, please?
No, just go ahead and read it.
Complete the ballot transmittal sheet. Package on the top of the first pad of scannable ballots. Note if it is a primary election, there will be a separate ballot transmittal sheet and separate ballots for each party. If there is only one pad of ballots, there is no ballot transmittal sheet.
Stop right there. This is a ballot transmittal sheet in front of a ballot pad. Each pad carries 25. So if you have 4 pads, that means 25 times 4 is 100 per party. Now this is a green and white ballot pad. That means it's a Democratic Party. If you have multiple parties running, they're each going to have their own pad. So far so good? Because we have to count for each party, each pad that is used. But today only for training purposes, we're only going to use one. Okay? All right, keep reading.
Okay. Count pads without unwrapping and multiply by 25, which is the amount in each pad. Initial next to pad number 1 and put the form back in the sleeve on the inside door of the cart with the extra ballot. You do not have to use a form for the affidavit ballot.
Thank you. Now, once I confirm that I have the right amount of ballots based on my ballot transmittal sheet, I remove the ballot transmittal sheet, put it back in my supply cart, because I'm going to need that at the end of the night and also throughout the day. Because if I get done with 25, that means I need another pad, right? So I have to initiate the next set of pads. Make sense? So 1 through 25 should be on top of the table. The rest must go back. And you must initiate as you go along. Example on your screen here, pad number 1. I'll initial it on top of my table until I'm done with it. Once I completed those 25, I'll remove my 26 and 25 pad, place it on the table, I initial pad 2 until I'm finished with that pad. Everybody's clear? Okay, continue reading.
During the day, you will use this form and initial each time you remove a pad of ballots from the cart. Complete the return of canvas. 2 forms found in the gray transport bag. Check that the pre-printed ED and AD on the form is correct, and if not, tell the coordinator. Record the total number of ballots you started with in the space marked start of the day's total, and put the form back in the bag.
Thank you. This is your return of canvas. Each table, if you're the inspectors at the table, you're going to find this return of canvas to copy in your gray transport bag. You have to remove that, and you have to indicate on section 2 how many pads did you start with. Because at the end of the night, when you do your balance, what you have on your ballot transmittal sheet and what you end up with your return of canvas better match up. Am I right? So if you have 100 pads and 100 ballots, they want you to just put 100 ballots. Section 2, where it says start of day, take the return of canvas, fold it, and put it away in your supply cart with your ballot transmittal sheet. So far, so good? Yeah. Okay. You read 12, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, read 13 through 20.
Check the sample ballot poster to be sure it matches the real ballots and that the same languages appear on both documents. If not, tell the coordinator. There may be 2 posters if the ballot continues to the back side or it is a primary election with different ballots.
Stop right there. The sample ballot poster is just a duplicate, a bigger version of the actual ballot. And that ballot poster must be placed underneath the sign, which I'm going to tell you where you find it. It's just a big blown up version of your ballot. That's what that is. It must be set underneath your ED sign. So far, so good?
Yes.
Keep reading.
Set up the ED-AD sign. Directions in the bag. Attach the sample ballot posters to the pole and place the sign on the side of the table. Do not place behind the table.
Sound familiar?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Check